So the first game in our list is Monster Hunter Wilds, which is an action role-playing video game developed and published by Capcom. A successor to Monster Hunter World 2018, the game released worldwide for Windows, PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X and Series S, with support for cross-platform play, on February 28, 2025. The game world features several biomes, each of which is a large open world for players to freely explore. As with other Monster Hunter games, Wilds has the player control a hunter that is part of a guild assigned to explore the Forbidden Lands, a nearly uninhabitable area with multiple biomes and dangerous storms. During their exploration, the hunter must fight large monsters that threaten their group, either by killing or capturing them. The hunter then can collect resources from their victories, as well as from gathering in the field, to synthesize new weapons and armor with better attributes that allows the hunter to fight stronger monsters. The game supports 4-player cooperative multiplayer. So the next game in our list is Assassin's Creed Shadows. It's an action role-playing game developed by Ubisoft Quebec and published by Ubisoft. The game is the 14th major installment in the Assassin's Creed series. Shadows is scheduled to release for PlayStation 5, Windows, Xbox Series X/S, macOS, and iPadOS on March 20, 2025. Set in 16th century Japan towards the end of the Sengoku period, the game will focus on the millennia-old struggle between the Assassin Brotherhood, who fight for peace and liberty, and the Templar Order, who desire peace through control, from the perspective of two protagonists, Fujibayashi Neo, a female shinobi, and Yasuke, an African, samurai inspired by the historical figure of the same name. The two characters control differently and provide a unique gameplay style, allowing quests to be approached in multiple ways. The game's open world, whose size is comparable to Assassin's Creed Origins, progresses through seasons, each affecting gameplay. Next game in our list is the first Berserker, Kazan. It's a hardcore action RPG based on the Dungeon and Fighter universe, an ongoing franchise of 19 years with more than 850 million users worldwide. And the story is set in the Arad continent hundreds of years before the original franchise, DNF, story picks up. Players will become the betrayed hero, Kazan, who pledges vengeance upon those who brought him ruin and solves the twisting conspiracy against him. The basic story of the is that in the 89th year of the Pellos Empire, the great general Kazan was framed for treason and banished to the snowy mountains. After narrowly escaping death, he sets forth on his long journey of revenge. He was once celebrated as the hero who saved the empire from the fearsome Berserk dragon. However, the jealousy of those around him brought about his demise. Falsely branded a traitor and mercilessly tortured, he was exiled to the snowy mountains with severed tendons in both arms. Moving on to the next game, which is Fragpunk. NetEase's new 5v5 tactical hero shooter has launched on PC with consoles coming later. The new shooter combines the tactical setup of Valorant with some chaos thanks to its shard card system. The system presents your team with random cards you can buy each round, which can do anything from making your magazines bigger for a round, to making the enemy team all have big heads for easy critical hits. The free-to-play shooter has a selection of heroes called Lancers available at launch, some of which you will need to unlock either by playing the game or with real money. Like most multiplayer shooters, Fragpunk has a battle pass you can purchase and progress through. Just like NetEase's Marvel rivals, Fragpunk's battle passes don't expire, even after the season ends. There are 60 tiers of free and premium rewards, including weapon and character skins, plus currencies for more skins. The next game is Inzoi. It's an upcoming life simulation game developed in ZOI Studio and published by Krafton. The game is scheduled to be released in early access for Windows on March 28, 2025, with a later release for current-gen consoles. Inzoi features many of the same mechanics previously seen in other life simulators like character creation, building tools, needs, social interactions, careers, education, relationships, families, skills, aging and death. Inzoi takes place in a variety of open-world environments, where players can direct their characters and vehicles by point-and-click or by direct control. Players can customize their characters and houses how they desire, as well as edit the world scenery via the City Edit mode. The game is slated to have 3 open worlds upon early access launch, with 2 of them previously being showcased. The first shown was Dowan, a dense, soul-inspired world, Bliss Bay. The last game of the list is Split Friction. Action-adventure game developed by Hazelight Studios and published by Electronic Arts. As a cooperative multiplayer-only game, it follows authors Mio Hudson and Zoe Foster after they become imprisoned in the world of their stories when they are connected to a machine designed to steal creative ideas. Split Fiction was released for PlayStation 5, Windows, and Xbox Series X/S on March 6, 2025. As with Hazelight's previous game, It Takes Two, Split Fiction was specifically designed for split-screen cooperative multiplayer, which means that it must be played with another player through either local or online play. In the game, players assume control of either Zoe or Mio, two authors who both become trapped inside their own stories. Mio Hudson and Zoe Foster are writers invited by a company called Raider Publishing to test out an experimental simulation device along with 4 other writers. While the eccentric Zoe sees this as an opportunity to be published as a real author, the reserved Mio is only interested in the payout. So that's it, guys. See you in the next video. Thanks for watching.